Good morning, YouTube, from Robert Firestone, the flyover state of West Virginia. 10 a.m. Year of our Lord, February 1st, 2021. Okay, I'm going to start this video, hopefully, with a little comic relief from an individual that we know of that's dead now. Let me get my jack stands going on up here. Alright, let me get myself squared up, turned around, then I'll get it going, y'all. Okay, hang on. We all gotta laugh. Because if we don't, hell, we'll probably cry. Alright, let's see, back up just a hair. Everything's still out of kilter. Let me find me a better tripod, because this thing sucks. Alright, y'all, this ain't gonna be long. Alright.
We still have comedy, though. We still have great comedy out there. There's always rambling Joe Biden. What the fuck? Joe says shit that even people with Tourette's go, no. No. What is going on? Joe is like her uncle who's on a new drug and hasn't got the dosage right. I'm proud to work with Barack America. He's not a superhero, you idiot. Come here. When FDR was on television, there was no TV back then. Come here, Joe. Sit down. We still have comedy, though.
Alright,
Funny
y'all.
feeling.
I had to put that out there. Okay. That just kind of made my morning when I seen that. Also, I just purchased a lot of 3, 1 troy ounce coin each, Morgan design, the old design. Got 3 ounces for $117.22. Or if y'all can actually get this done, and let's see, there we go. Or if y'all can actually do this, you all out there, please go forward and buy at least 1 or 2 ounces somewhere. You might spend about $100. Because last night before I went to bed, overseas market was trading at 32, I think, an ounce. And it's already, I think, 33 here. I'd have to go back and look at the ticker, but I think that's what it is. Now, if this gets done and we get a short on this silver, y'all got to have an understanding. Say y'all spend $100, okay, and all of a sudden it starts going up to the point to where your $100 and you got 2 ounces. $100 you bought for 2 ounces, and all of a sudden overnight it goes up to. Can't say it's going to go that fast, but if they can unwedge the market from these greedy, decrepit, demonic son of a bitches that's been running our banks and our industries, okay, it's going to cripple probably at least 4 to 6 of the big banks. Now I'm talking about like J.P. Morgan banks, okay, but your silver could be worth $1,000 an ounce. Do you see the math? This is why I've been stacking for a while. This gives me, say, 98, 100. 2 ounces makes me 100, and I got 1 ounce over. I would love to be able to afford to get 2 more 5-ounce bars in the next 3-4 days. Being that I'm on a fixed income, I got to be responsible with what I'm buying at the same time paying my bills and making sure everything else is taken care of. Love to be able to do that. Okay, on to some news about what might be going on with some EOs, okay? Mr. T got held up 2 days. One of his EOs was supposed to go into effect the 20th. Ended up getting pushed back 2 days. Okay. in this EO there was supposed to be a report. That's Radcliffe, okay? 45 days, then there was another 45 days to file the paperwork of this, that, and the other. It gets us up into February 1st. And it is about them seizing assets from these people that had their fingers in the non-fraud that's going on with our votes. Non-fraud. Remember that. Non. Do as we tell you, not as we do. Either you believe us or you're something wrong with you. You're wearing a tinfoil hat. Well, them days are over. And if I can help just in these 3 ounces and watch the big banks, they're already yesterday, man, they was flipping out. There was business going on, and there shouldn't even been business really going on. They was running around hiding money, trying to funnel money into this account, that account. They're hiding money. They know if this is to be the case, this assets for asset freezing and asset, I want to say, they're going to be taking their money and their properties and their cars. Okay. Well, if this takes place and we get to actually help short the silver market on them bullshit ETF paper silver things, here again, they're trying to tell us a piece of paper is worth money just like our fiat currency. Then if this does go down the way we want it to go down, hopefully, because the Reddit people has gotten message yesterday, man, it was going nuts. Pimpy was sending out messages to everybody. Mel K, Charlie Ward, anybody and everybody that he could get in touch with, letting him, well, all these people know to get their subscribers to buy at least 1 ounce. Okay? My understanding, Charlie Ward's got 6 million subscribers. Boy, wouldn't that be a kick in the nutsack to these people? Okay? My understanding, Chase Manhattan's got 100 million ounces. Well, if 200 million gets bought, it's going to be a little hard for them to actually pay that out, isn't it? Then, if you follow the debt clock, the debt clock's got silver at almost $4,000 an ounce right now. I ain't going to talk about gold because I can't even afford that shit. I wish I could, but let's just take for granted y'all buy 2 ounces of silver today. Then all of a sudden they have to reevaluate it and put it back to the standard under the debt clock. Your $100 turned into 4,000. No, that'd be 8,000 if you bought 2. Or I don't remember what I said. Forgive me. I'm having one of them short timers moment. I'm having a Biden moment. Now, to all of y'all out there, that Lincoln Project, that was a big bunch of bullshit. This short on silver, or if I can generate a spark in anybody to go buy an ounce or 2 today, it may well be worth your while. Even by tomorrow, it may double the way people's talking. They're anywhere from $50 to $100 in 2 or 3 weeks. Okay. Now, if they have to go and that destroys these banks and they have to reevaluate and goes by the 15-to-1 ratio like it should be, okay, that means that silver should be almost $4,000 an ounce. So, y'all do as you wish, and I'm hoping y'all jump on board with this with me, because I have been stacking for a while, and like I said, I'm a little over 100 ounces now, and I wish to God I would have pushed my income out just a little bit further a couple months ago when it was down to like I think 23 an ounce, and figured out another way to have gotten up to another 25 ounces. I'd have loved to, 125. Then if it hit $4,000 an ounce, I could have took 25 out of it and had right at $100,000. Well, no, what would it be? So 25 and 25. Yeah, $100,000, and still had 100 ounces stuck back. If anybody can do it, do it. Okay. The Inside Skinny. Friday, I watched them move all the National Guard, military, and Capitol Police out onto the sidewalk, and more barbed wire was strung up. Okay. Now they're talking about turning the fences into permanent structures. I just wonder if these people even know that hell is about ready to rain down on their heads. Also, anybody out there worried about Trump and his so-called impeachment, okay, y'all got to have an understanding he's going to have them by the nuts when he walks in there. I don't know if it's propaganda or not. He said he got rid of 3 of his lawyers because 3 of them wasn't wanting to talk about the non-fraud in our voting systems. So this is for all entertainment purposes only. This is done got monotonous where you can't even fucking talk. Congratulations to Tom McDonald on Fake Woke, because I even seen Martin out of Colorado talking about McDonald this morning, and I just don't see him being of somebody that would listen to rap, but he was congratulating him too. He's done blown him away. That one song has went viral everywhere. In my understanding, it's still crawling up the charts. It's at its pinnacle, number one. But there's so many other people that's gaining or backing it up that it looks like maybe by Friday it'll be rolled over again and put back in number one spot again. Because people's finally starting, well, I've been trying to say it too, that music's been telling us for years what's been going on, but we looked at it as what we was told it was, entertainment. Yeah, entertainment with a real message. Or heavy metal, or country, or about almost all genres of music. One way or another, it has always told us the truth in an entertaining way. Remember, this is entertainment purposes only, right? And I found a good way, maybe, to help explain to the ones that's now waking up. Okay, for the ones that can't believe that they've been under some kind of program or brainwashed, okay, the first thing you need to ask them is, what kind of movies do they like? Okay, no matter what it is, it's going to have an emotional attachment to these individuals. If they mention horror movies, say, did it scare you? Did it horrify you? Did it leave a bad taste in your mouth or make you think about the movie? They say, yeah, okay. So now, for the ones that like dramas, how did it make you feel? What did it do to you? How did it affect you? The ones that like the sad stories, did it make you cry? And if any of these things pop up that they say yes about, look at them dead in the face and say, now, if this movie done this to you, what makes you think that the news media and everything else out here that's orchestrated against you from birth has not been doing the same thing? If you cry, it's your emotion. They got you. If you get scared, it's an emotion. They got you. If you find yourself walking away from a movie happy, it's another emotion. This is how they've got you. Then if people really want to help push these people in the right direction, tell them to go look up the radio show. I can't remember what year it was. It was a long time ago. War of the Worlds. Imagine our technology at that time was tube type radios. There may have been solid state, but I kind of doubt it. When this was being aired, people was freaking out all over the fucking place, thinking that we was under an alien invasion because the way he put it together. Or I don't know if that individual was part of that experiment or they used him for the experiment and allowed it to happen just to gauge the population of the United States and humanity to see what would happen. Y'all got to have an understanding these people have been playing serious, nasty, demonic, serious games with us for a very, very long time. At the same time, them laughing their ass off at us. No wonder we was looked at as sheep because they could guide us by our own emotions. And somebody that thinks, okay, these people, a lot of us can't gauge ourselves being the way they are. Okay, let's take the adrenochrome that we ain't supposed to talk about. Okay, Martin done a segment on it on his channel on YouTube, and I think he on the other platforms too. But he went into detail, and his wife sat and watched it too, and she hadn't got through 30 minutes of the show or the dropped documents we wasn't supposed to got a hold of, along with video and other things, pictures showing these children that had been tortured or was being tortured by people, men, women, okay, and even had tags on them or on their cages. I didn't want to go look because I don't have. I can look at the worst, grossest horror movie in the world and come away feeling nauseous. I can imagine if I'm seeing something that I know is correctly real. Okay, these kids they had dates on them when they was going to kill these kids when they got done using their blood. The whole was it was what I heard the way it was described. It's a sick situation, real bad. And when this hopefully comes out, and this I believe is the first part of it, because pedophilia is being brought back up and pushed out. That Lincoln Project bullshit, okay. Then a whole bunch of other things has been popping out. Trump's son, Mr. T's son, has been tweeting about it, so it can get out here to the normies, the poor, unaware, unawake, just like we was, till we started. The light bulb went off. It's like, oh my God. So, what's yet to come in and around what is happening? My understanding, the bankruptcy has been proven to be 100% accurate. People went and found the records. And the people that found the records has been attorneys. Okay. I'd have to say, personally, I believe 100% that our Constitution knew, which is amendment page to the original Constitution, to explain all this bullshit that's been going on. is real, 100%. It got out that Trump has been putting cabinet members together down in Florida and restructuring a new government down there. I don't know for sure. Now, remember, this is just entertainment purposes only, but the way it looks and sounds, um, maybe Florida may be our new capital. I'd still like to see it in the middle of the United States, Texas. That's just me. For me, it just seems like that central location in the middle of the United States would be a fantastic spot for our new capital. It just seems and sounds right. Plus, we've got some real constitutionalists and patriots in Texas that wouldn't mind building that infrastructure. Okay, a lot of these EOs that Doofus has been retardedly just signing, Mr. Bobbleheaded Biden, Joe Obama, um, and Susan Rice. um, if you'll go, this lawyer that I've been listening to through Snafu Radio and one other place, another attorney, said if you read into the EOs, over half of them is containing to the federal government employees. Okay, but being that the mainstream media wants to throw them up there and try to say this or try to say that, just like they've always done, lead us around by our nose. So y'all got to take that for what it is and go see for yourself on a lot of this stuff. Oh, excuse me. Then I've had some new guy pop up out of the blue, big fella like me, wanting to know or wanting to have truth or wanting to have proof on everything. Okay? And if we knew, the enemy would know. But for some reason, he can't grasp this. I've sent him link after link, and everybody else has too, to get him to have an understanding that this being a military style project, I guess that'd be a correct term, you're not going to know. I'm not going to know unless we really got somebody on the inside that's feeding us information. Then, if that would be the case, they would know they had a leak from the good side. Okay. Snafu Radio was talking to one of his buddies, and he rides the fence a little bit, but at the same time he's a ex-military and a truther. Um, Talking about another individual, Sergeant something or another, said that he goes to the military bases all the time. He's ex-military, and for the last week, he's not been able to glean any kind of information out of anybody on a military base about anything. He said normally there'd be little crumbs or this, that, and the other would lead him into something else that would fill in some more blanks. He said in the last couple of weeks, he said these guys, he said they won't even nod at you if you ask them a question. He said they're being told to keep their fucking mouth shut, period. Okay? Along with this, multiple people has been getting in touch with Snafu, and I've seen it around here too. I've seen some C-130s flying around, but their normal path, and some people's going like, wow, that'd be screwed up, but they don't come over as much, so it don't bother me that bad. But normally I almost fly dead over top of my house, usually in tandem or triples. And I love getting out there because I can hear them coming, man. And my house shakes when they fly over because they're most of the time, I don't know, 300-400 foot above treetop, but they're so big they look like they're right on the treetop. Anyway, that was going on, but further down the road, around behind another mountain from a distance, and seen I couldn't tell from the distance, but there was two flying in formation up front, then three behind. They looked like combat helicopters. They didn't look like normal um, troop carriers. These looked like they was outfitted to go to war. And other people throughout the whole United States have been hitting him up, letting him know that they're seeing things like this too. Some of them, even at treetop level, they've never seen the whole time they've been alive in that town. Okay, so there is things going on. Joe Obama is a faux POS. Y'all understand what I'm saying. But anyway, I'll get off here and hopefully I can get this loaded. And if y'all can help short the silver market, get that notion out of y'all's head that you're doing something wrong, because you got to have an understanding. These people, for multi-generational of our families, has been doing us wrong. It's time for us to take back some of this ill-gotten gains that they've been playing games with us for many years. Okay, you got to have an understanding. There's a kind of a fail-safe here for if the short goes down. Okay, markets go stupid. These big banks lose their ass. We automatically go back into a gold standard that's set up to do so within 24 to 48 hours. So then everything's got to be reevaluated and put back as correct. No longer, no more fiat money known as paper, which we will, my understanding, we will have coinage, and we will have this new gold-backed dollar that's rounded up from a rainbow currency, whatever the hell this means. I heard about this almost a year and a half, 2 years ago. It was before that, before even Trump got in office. So I was messing with one of the ladies at the bank that I bank with, and I just started up a conversation with her, the weather, different shit, and I kind of looked at her in the face as we was talking. She's looking at me. I said, "Well, what do you think of that rainbow currency money, that new money coming out?" She just stopped and looked at me. She looked around, see who was listening. She said, "How did you know about that?" I said, if you dig in the right places, you find more truth than you could ever imagine. I said, is it on a pallet? I said, did it come to you that way? She said, how do you know we even got any? I said, to my understanding, all banks has got a nice big chunk of it waiting to be distributed. And she kind of got flabbergasted there for a second. And she said, you're the first customer that understood some of what's going on. She said, I can't talk about it. I said, I know. I said, y'all been told to keep your lips tight. She's the whole, I thanked her and everything. I was walking out and I kind of glanced back and she's still looking at me, just shaking her head, wondering how the hell I even knew. And I done it, not her, but another one about the Federal Reserve accounts. And I showed her my numbers and everything to my account. She looked it up and she told me, she said, yeah, it's there, but I can't tell how much money's in there. I had her even look it up, just like Harvey did. And then, come to find out, I didn't tell you all this. Okay, these little gifts that I've been getting from Amazon, okay, of all damn places, CNN, I may have done said this, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. CNN done a report on it, and it's kind of a con, okay? The only bank account that I got with Amazon is this Federal Reserve account. I opened it up. Boom, It went so fast I made my eye just like, I'm figuring they'll send me an email and then I have to go back and verify and all this other bullshit. No, bam, it was there. And I said, I just wanted to see what it was going to do and just to open it up on their ass, okay? Smaller companies with less backing, media, financial support, what they're doing is they find these accounts that are good and bad, okay? Mine was the Federal Reserve, and they send these gifts, okay? Because it boosts their ratings through Amazon to make their company platform rise. So I just found out what that was about. Basically, a fraud in a way, but under a different type of circumstance, fudging numbers. And some of these women that were showing, I wish to God they'd send me a laptop, a good one. If y'all listening to me, uh, something with at least an i9 ninth generation, uh, the disk and burner built into it, at least 2 HDMI, at least 4 ports, USB, the 3.0 USBs, a nice gaming card in it, high-tech resolution, 1080p or 4K screen. Just saying, will send me Infamil and drops to a toddler and some used book called Never Sky. Well, I don't have no babies, and I don't see myself using this stuff unless the world breaks down and I run out of food. That would be the only reason. Sorry about my coughing, y'all. And spitting. But I go through some days that it don't bother me a bit. That's really strange, man. But anyway, y'all, peace to all y'all. Glad to get on here and throw some more stuff at you. Hopefully, that whatever I'm telling y'all is 100% factual, because what I'm seeing and understanding with the executive orders, that may be coming into fruition pretty soon. And I do believe these banks know it, because, like I said, they said Sunday they was bank movement where you normally don't never see none. And they was shuffling millions and millions of fucking dollars around. So whatever they're trying to hide, it's becoming that day with a flashlight. Hey, where's them roaches? It's coming. Peace to all y'all. And have an understanding that we are pretty much back under Republic. And the foe P, Joe Obama, is not what most people think he is. Even the ones that voted for him are having a hard fucking time accepting the executive order / dictator going on right now. They're finally starting to wake up. So it won't be too much longer. Peace.